was reading the morning paper, and I read a story about a bunch of dudes who let Harvey Weinstein fuck them so that they could be in superhero movies. I'd read that and I go, ha ha. What else? What else is happening? I wouldn't be clamoring for justice. If Harvey Weinstein was a woman who looked like Harvey Weinstein, and she did the exact same shit to men, my only question would be, hey, how bad you want to be Batman? How long is it gonna take, bro? You can wait tables in this town for 20 years and never catch a break. But you give the nice lady what she wants. Jude Law is in the waiting room and he's wearing a lobster bib. You tell me if you want to be a winner. They don't fucking give Ferraris away, son. They make them by hand. If Harvey Weinstein propositioned my daughter and offered her a movie role in exchange for sex, I, like every other parent in this room, would want to fuck him up. But if Harvina Weinstein came to my son with a solid contract, I'd be like, dude, you're gonna be Batman. Yes, you are. Hey, no crying. Batman doesn't cry. Come on. Your own son? Really? It's the worst thing that can happen. Be a harder job. Be harder to please Harvita. Right? Rich old ladies, it's probably real hard to make them come. You gotta make eye contact, you gotta lock in with them. They gotta know you're involved in this project. Right? Rich old ladies are probably super skeptical. Always maintain eye contact. That wouldn't be the hard part. The hard part is when you go down on Harvina, she likes to rest her fat gut in your forehead, and the sweat gets in your eyes, and it stings like sunscreen, but you gotta keep going because you want a Ferrari. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about boys that have to eat pussy. No one cares. We're all sexist against men. No one cares. No one feels bad. How'd you get that car? Yeah, man, I had to eat pussy for it. You gonna be okay?
50.
Feel bad for you. Look, I get it. Men are gross, ladies. I'm on your side. My favorite example of the difference between the way men and women are treated was always old school Fox News. I like to watch it without the sound on. So it's almost like watching a wildlife program. Just watch them move around. I was watching it once and Megyn Kelly was on. And she was on with Bill O'Reilly. They were right next to each other. So I assumed they were in the same climate. Bill O'Reilly was dressed like there was a chill in the air. He had a jacket on, a shirt, and a tie, and pants. And Megyn Kelly was wearing what would best be described as a vagina curtain. Not a good curtain either. Not like one of those Vegas curtains. Let's sleep in late. No. No, this curtain is like that curtain that sits over Grandma's kitchen sink. You know that one? Kind of flutters in the breeze. You can always see the yard. You know that one? Megyn Kelly's on TV with smooth, slippery skin that doesn't exist in nature outside the dolphin community. You can see her toes. You can see her feet and her toes. She can just kick off her shoes and there's a Dorito-sized piece of cloth keeping you from the greatest show on earth. And it's right there. And she knows it's right there and you know it's right there and no one's saying a fucking word. And if she disagrees with you, she'll adjust the curtain and switch her legs. Nobody says nothing. If I was talking to a dude and he didn't have any pants on, and he kept switching his legs back and forth. I'd be like, hey man, are we cool? Where the fuck are the rest of your clothes? Why are you so itchy? Where'd you get those shoes? Oh, no one says shit while Megan Kelly's over there trying to start a fake tan fire in her pussy. It's weird. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but it's weird. She doesn't have any sleeves on. Where are your sleeves? That's not weird. It's not weird. It's strange. I want you to respect me. I want to respect you, but you're half naked and I want to fuck you, so I'm confused. I don't know what to do. I'm thinking of saying anything you want. Whatever you want me to say, I'll say it. I want you to like me more. That's the problem with a woman that's that beautiful and super smart. You know she's smarter than you. She's a lawyer. She never says She's smart as fuck. And she's really, really, really pretty. And she doesn't have a lot of clothes on. She's gonna get her way. Alright? You're not gonna tell her to go fuck herself. You have to be super secure to do that. And you can see some of her tit. That's weird, right? If I came out here like this, you'd be like, Joe, what the fuck are you doing, man? Right? But if Megan Kelly's on TV, oh, she's just got a cute shirt on. It's just cute. It's cute. You can see some tit. See some middle tit. You might even see some side tit. If you catch, if she's pointing at something, she might just, I didn't even know you were looking at my side tit. She just pretend. But long as you don't show the dirty, dirty dark skin. Oh, there it is! The sensitive forbidden skin. Put it away! It's not for strangers! That's fucking strange, ladies. Listen, don't listen to me. I'm a moron. Wear what you're wearing. It looks great. But it's weird. You can show some of a sex organ. What if that was the case with dudes? What if we had a window in our pants? We could just see the shaft. Alright? Just the shaft. You can't see the head of my dick. I'm not a creep. Okay? Just a little side dick. You have cleavage, we have tubage. It's no big deal. Whatever.
Got me twisted.
Showing a little tubage. Why do I dress like that?
Like
to look cute for my friends. Okay?
God,
I'm so fucking jealous. I need to get a sip of water.
I'll say 8. Even though I know I'm missing, so I mean, I did direction.
I probably should have taken this on stage with me, but I'm trying to be cool. That's that cotton mouth, son. Yeah, you guys are legal now. I grew up here. We used to hide in the bushes and smoke weed. Ridiculous. Hiding from cops that are now getting high. What did I do to all those fucking kids? Ooh. The real problem is the laws. Massachusetts finally has good laws. We'll be able to understand what pot actually is. Florida's got the craziest laws because Florida's trying to protect their pain pill industry. So in Florida, they make it so illegal. This is one of the things they do in Florida. They hire undercover cops to pretend to be high school students. Specifically, a hot woman. They hired a 25-year-old hot woman to pretend to be a high school student, flirt with boys, get those boys to sell her weed, and then arrest them. I don't like to use the word cunt. But when I use it, I want it to mean something. That's a cunt. That lady's a piece of fucking human garbage, you fucking asshole. Here's the thing. Not only is it not fair, that is one of the most sexist stories you'll ever hear. Here's why it's sexist. It's sexist against boys. Here's why. You could never imagine that story if the genders were reversed. If you found out that a 25-year-old man was throwing dick at your 17-year-old daughter, and he talked her into selling him weed, and then he arrested her, we would light that motherfucker on fire in the street, right? If it was my own son who got arrested by that cop, I'd be like, how'd it go? You worried about your record? You got a story, dude. You got a story. You're the first guy ever to get arrested by an undercover cop you thought was his girlfriend. It's a fucking hell of a story. Some people are like hard asses about it. Like, should have known better. He's almost 18. Yeah, but he's almost 16 too. Which is almost 15. That's like a little kid. Do you remember what you were like when you were 17? You didn't know what the fuck was going on. And this kid wasn't even a drug dealer. This kid, it's not like he got caught. No, this kid was a straight A student that thought he was getting pot for his girlfriend. He even tried to give it to her. She wouldn't accept it. She wanted to give him money so she could arrest him. But he had to know. He was a smart kid. He had to know. He had to know something was off. It's like, here's what it's like. A 25-year-old woman is not the same as a 17-year-old girl. They look similar, but they're not the same. Here's what it's like. I had this dog once that I got from the pound. And you know, you get a dog. Are you comparing women to dogs? No. You'll see. The dog, she was a sweetheart of a dog, but she'd been in the pound too long. She was real sketchy. You know, I would bring her around other dogs, and like when a dog's been in the pound, like every other dog would think is gonna take their food or take their bed. So I'd take her to the dog park. She'd see dogs and go, fuck off! Fuck off! Fuck off! Fuck off! Fuck! And every dog would be like, whoa, jeez. That's how she acted with every single dog. Till one day I brought her to the dog park, and somebody brought a wolf. Some fucking hippie asshole with wooden beads on, wearing sandals. This motherfucker brought a thing that eats dogs into a cage filled with dogs. My dog looked at that wolf and looked at me and went, that's not a fucking dog! Ah! She knew. I don't know how she knew. She grew up in Alaska. She wasn't a Montana dog. How the fuck did she know? She knew. Somehow. That had to be what it was like when that 17-year-old boy was around that 25-year-old woman. Like, where'd you go to school? She's like touching him. The 17-year-old girls don't sound anything like 25-year-old women. You ever talk to a 17-year-old kid? They don't know what the fuck they're saying. They're basically just practicing talking. They've only been talking for like a few years. They don't know how to make shit sound good. They're like, have you heard the new Drake song? It's so fire. You're like, what the fuck did you do to my ears? You know, the 25-year-old cop's like, let's go back to my house, smoke some pot, and snuggle. My kid's like, you have a house? Where the fuck did you get a house? Your dumb friend's like, she saves, bro. My cousin did it. My cousin bought a house. Kids are always lying. 17-year-old kids, yeah, my cousin bought 3 houses by the time he was 4. What? 4. 17, you should know better. You know how crazy that is to say? There is a short amount of time on this planet, 17 years old. And it's a confusing time. Maybe one of the most confusing times ever for a boy, because your life is a certain way for 13 years. And then you start getting uncontrollable boners. Right around 13 years in. For 13 years, you think you got life mapped out. All I get life is kind of like you do what you want. You know, you kind of have a good time. You ride your bike, and you play your games, hang out with your buddies, and then all of a sudden, 2 years later, you're waking up going, what do you want from me? And you think like, ooh. Every day, confusion. Do I love you? What are you gonna do for a living, bro? That's the other thing you get when you're 17. What are you gonna do? You're almost a man. You're gonna be a loser? I don't know. Hold on. And you see around you all these people that are chasing bullshit, material possessions, and nonsense lives, doing things they hate, getting stuck in a rut. And you don't want it to be you. You don't know how to fucking get out of that. And everybody everybody's confused. And everybody's like, bro, what are you gonna do for a living? I don't know. I don't know. Just get together with your friends and try to figure life out. Unwind. Smoke a little joint. Like, dude. I think my girlfriend's a cop. I'm like, dude, you're paranoid. Trust me, it's the weed. There's no way. Meanwhile, he was right. Poor little fuck. Nobody cares. Somebody cares about boys. Why? Listen, don't awe. It's okay. We're running shit. It's a balance of power. Look, it's all for good. So much tension. It's like this is a new time for jokes too, because like everything I say on this Netflix special is gonna get me in trouble. But I knew coming in. But I want to explain to people if they're mad at me. Talk to me off stage. I'm super reasonable. But I say shit I don't mean because it's funny. Like, people should get that, but they don't get that. Not in 2018. Everybody wants to write it down and make it literal.
This is exactly what he said. Here's a quote.
Oh, hey, let's send the hay. People are way more sensitive now. Because of the internet, everybody has an opinion and they can all express it. When that's not really necessary for some folk. Some folks, their opinion's not that good. They just keep it to themselves. But today, anybody can express opinions. I've gotten death threats for shit I don't even remember saying. Like, I did a podcast with Tony Hinchcliffe, and apparently I said I thought pro wrestling was gay. I don't even remember saying it. But I got off the podcast and I checked my Twitter, and the fucking hurricane of misspelled hate messages that came my way. I was like, ah! What have I done? I didn't even mean what I said. It was just a funny thing to say in that moment. Because he's so into it. I'm like, it's gay. It's funny to say. No, it's not ever funny to say. Well, you don't hang out with my friends. So I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Well, you're a homophobic piece of shit. I wouldn't hang out with your friends. That's not true. Here's where you're wrong. Because people will tell you that you shouldn't say something's gay. But I love gay people. I have no problem with gay people. I'm happy they're a real thing. I really am. I like it. Mix it up. Who gives a shit? So if you don't like me calling things gay, then what word would you like me to use to describe gay shit? What are we doing here, man? There's certain noises we can't make with our face anymore. You know, I think the same fucking thing, right? Gay's not negative, it's just gay, okay? There's certain things that are gay that have nothing to do with men having sex with each other. Like musicals. Right? No one knows why. They're just gay. Men wearing pearls, gay as fuck. It's not a negative. And I don't really hate pro wrestling. I was just talking shit. Like, when I was a kid, I loved Jimmy the Superfly Snuka and Bob Backlund and Hulk Hogan, and I loved The Rock. And I'd go to his Twitter page every day for inspiration. And who's not a fan of Ric Flair? We didn't rehearse that. They know what to do. That man has an exuberant noise attached to his name. That's one of the most American things of all time. Right? I was just talking shit. That's all it was. So Tony goes, listen, if you just watch pro wrestling with me, you'll love it, and you'll become a fan. I'm like, all right, dude. Turn it on. He turns it on. I see a guy with shaved legs, wearing Speedos, with knee-high leather boots on, and he's holding another guy down. But not really. The guy's like, oh, I can't even get up. And the guy he's holding down is wearing a leather mask. I'm like, what the fuck, Tony? Have you watched this with a critical eye? be honest. Everywhere else on the planet, other than that ring, everywhere else on Earth, when a dude shows up shirtless, wearing a leather mask and Speedos, he's there to suck dicks. Okay? Period. I don't care what you tell the cops. That guy knew what the fuck he was doing. So there's gonna be people mad at me for that, but I just want you to know. For a bunch of things. Here's what's really important. And I can't believe you have to do this, but in 2018 you have to do this. You have to say a joke and then you go, hey, this is what I really feel. This is what I really feel. There's nothing wrong. I don't want anybody thinking I'm a bigot. There's nothing wrong with being gay. Nothing. And there's nothing wrong with being a fan of pro wrestling. But it's the same thing. To me. I respect both of them. I think both of them are amazing. I'm super happy. I've got some other death threats this year. I put a picture up on Instagram of some deer meat, and I wrote, this is some meat from a deer that liked to kick babies and was about to join ISIS. I was feeling real good about that post. Then I got cocky, and I wrote #vegan, and that's where I fucked up. Ooh, that wasn't worth it. That didn't feel good. Whoa, the hate, the anger. Never in my life have I encountered such a ruthless, vicious group of kind, compassionate people as I have.
I'm pretty sure we have 25 more
vegan
than
group.
Pretty sure.
There's vegans that are vegans for good reasons, folks. But the problem with vegans is the problem with every single group of human beings. If you get a group of 100 people, just pick random 100 people, what are the odds that one of them is a fucking idiot? It's 100%. We nerf all the sharp edges in this world. We let dummies survive. Alright? There's no wolves running through our streets. It's 100% that 1 out of 100 is a fucking idiot. Some of those are vegans. This is how it works. If you've got a group and you don't have to take a test to get in there, some of them are in there for the right reasons. Most vegans are vegans because they're kind people. They don't want anything to die so that they can live. And those people are heroes because they're always tired, they're cranky, their health's all fucked up. They're doing it for all the right reasons. But then there's vegans who are really only vegans because Scientology didn't find them first. Right? You know. Everybody knows certain vegans that would have joined the Taliban if they took the wrong flight, alright? They're fucking dipshits. Those guys always have vegan in their name. So it's like vegan warrior. Like, they just started eating plants and started talking shit. They joined a gang. It's a plant-based gang. I don't argue with these people, but I do, when they say something totally crazy to me, I will check their profile, see what they're interested in. And this one lady said something really fucked up. She wrote me, she was, I hope animals eat your children in front of you. I hope everyone you know gets cancer. I hope you die in your mother's arms. And I'm like, well, what's this healthy lady up to? So I go over to her fucking page. She has a bunch of hashtags, right? Normal ones, like #vegan, #cruelty-free, and then I see one that I've never seen before. It says #vegan-cat. I check my watch. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, fuck, do I click this? I should just go to bed, right? I should just go to sleep. I shouldn't do this. I should have some herbal tea and read a book. And there's the other part of your brain, like, shut up, pussy. Come on. I always listen to that part. It's the secret of my success. I always listen to come on, pussy, come on. I click it. I'm hoping. This is what I'm hoping. I'm hoping #vegan-cat. I'm hoping what that is like a support group. Right? Like, we all have friends that are vegans that also have cats. And you go to their house and you're like, what, so why are you vegan again? Well, I just do things are right to decide that an animal should live or die. And then they open up a fat can of murder and give it to that little fucking psychopath that they live with. You're like, hey man, what's in that fucking can? What are you doing? Well, he's a carnivore, but I'm an herbivore. If you're a vegan with a pet cat, that's like being a doctor with a pet vampire. Nicotine, fuckface! What are you doing? You live with a murderer, okay? If you love animals, you shoot that cat right in the fucking head. That thing eats 200 animals a year. That is what I was hoping. That's what I was hoping, hashtag vegan catman. Oh, but no. No. Vegan cat is a whole fucking community of people who think it's a good idea to feed your cat salad. Now, before I go any further, this is very important that I be completely truthful to you. Because people call you out all the time. There's always some guy, actually, you can feed your cat a vegan diet. They do that little cunt nod. You know, people do. I'll tell you something. Is that the worst? Even if they're right, you're like, fuck you and your facts. This fucking face thing you're doing. But he's right. You can feed your cat a vegan diet. If you don't mind them going blind and dying young. Yeah, I'm fucking serious. You will, after this show, go on your phone and check out hashtag vegan cat. And you will be treated to a collection of pets that look like they live in our house with a gas leak. Every fucking cat is like, when is the real food coming? What the fuck is... They're all lying down. I'm not joking. Every fucking cat, he's right. They're all lying down. All of them. And they die young. Really fucking young. They take pictures, these fucking psychos. R.I.P. Tabby, we had 5 amazing years together. Cat's eyes are milky, its legs are stiff. It's like, what is this lady feeding me? Where's the real food, bitch?
Alright.
It's a
I
cat.
should be on it.
You gotta feed a cat food. Hashtag cruelty-free. Tell us your blind dead cat, you fucking crazy asshole. It's a cat. Okay? Doesn't want to eat mashed potatoes. It makes us uncomfortable that something would want to kill something. Because what if something wants to kill us? I don't want that. That's what it is. It's this weird panic that we have about our own mortality.
I think it's
It's a real
75.
system. If this comes up in an argument, feel free to use this. Here's how it works. Green shit grows out of the ground. Dumb shit eats the green